Salutations everyone out there, I hope you're all having a Merry Christmas or I suppose Merry Christmas time, because for some reason everyone always likes to say Merry Christmas to each other like a good month before Christmas even rolls around. I kinda don't understand that. Hey ho, you do what you do. Anyways, I hope you're having a suppose festive time of the year, however you have it, or if you don't celebrate Christmas in whatever way, that you're just having a good time of the year, okay? Done, that's out of the way. Now, as for what I've got on screen for you, Gladiator fighting. This is probably one of the best side activities, or one of the best side features added into a video game, that I'd say. I'd honestly say that. One of the best side features added into a video game. Of course, that depends on if you like gladiators, if you're kind of interested or fascinated with Roman times, Roman culture, as well as the fact that I love the movie Gladiator. It is just one of those movies that I've got on Blu-ray upstairs in my bedroom, along my PlayStation 3 upstairs, so I can literally just, if I want to, I can just stick on my PlayStation 3, be like, oh, either the internet's not working, or I don't feel like playing a game, I just want to watch a good movie. Gladiator, it's on. So, the fact that these gladiator fights, there's more than just one gladiator fight, and it's not like they're just one feature that's brought in for the sake of the story, where it's an actual side activity you can return to as many times as you want. I absolutely love it, and I plan on doing more gladiator fights, because each gladiator fight, and even the chariot racing, has like an advanced level, so you complete each chariot race once, or each gladiator fight once, and then this new option, I can't remember what it's called, I think it's something like, I think they're just called like plus something. But anyways, I cannot wait to kind of return to these gladiator fights. And just a quick side note, another awesome feature this game adds is the Trial of the Gods, which the newest ones only have 3 days left, so I'm thinking of returning to my medium save, because I'm at level 40 for that, to try these Trials of the Gods. If I get the time, I'll probably return to them, just to kick some ass. Kick some ancient Egyptian god ass. But speaking of returning to things, I have returned to Assassin's Creed Origins. I completed the campaign on medium, and I'd say about 2 weeks after doing it, I've gone back to play on hard, just to see what the challenge is like, how the game fares on hard difficulty, and just so I could go through the story a second time, so I could properly form and base my own opinions, because I do want to give a review for Origins. And currently on hard difficulty, I'm at level 37. I've just discovered who the leader of the Order of Ancients is. So that gives you a kind of idea as to where I am progression-wise. But I am enjoying Origins on hard. I'll say this. Play Origins on hard difficulty. It's one of these things you just need to do. It gives you a very good sense of challenge. Certain enemies like the Phylakitai, they will just deck you if you try and go up against them. Even if you're at the same level as them. I've tried doing it a couple of times, like, I think I went up against Ptolemy's Fist, like, just because he was a Phylakitai that was near me, and he already killed me once, and I was like, right, this motherfucker's coming down. And he beat me another solid 3 times, and I just tried to do proper melee combat against him, so it was frustrating at the time, but looking back on it, I'm glad that the Phylakitai can just wreck you, because on medium difficulty, yes, you kind of had to fear them, but you had more of a fighting chance against them. On hard difficulty, no. Just no. And I'm scared to go up against the level 40 Phylakitai. Even when I reach level 40, I will be scared to face them. That would just be a fight I'm not willing to do. I'll probably die like 10 times just trying to do that fight. But other things that somewhat improve on hard difficulty, I'd say overall the sense of challenge, besides the combat on hard difficulty, the sense of challenge regarding stealth increases. What I've noticed is, while it may not be a case of like hideouts, fortresses, restricted areas have more guards, what I've noticed on hard difficulty is that guards take less time to detect you. So, for those of you that have played Origins, you'll know that there's kind of like this Metal Gear-esque kind of detection system now, where a detection meter will feel, and then once it reaches the yellow, you'll get like 5 or 3 seconds, I believe, like 5 or 3 seconds to just quickly kill the guard that's looking at you, otherwise he detects you and you go from stealth to combat. I think on hard difficulty, it's honestly 1 or 2 seconds you get. So if you're like a good 5-10 feet away from the guard that's looking at you, and the detection meter builds it to yellow, that's it. You are done. You are done. You are detected. And if you can't kill him quickly enough, then everyone piles back down onto you. And again, I do want to return to combat because I just want to emphasize how hard it is on hard difficulty. On medium difficulty, the combat is a fairly good challenge because enemies no longer just wait around to attack you. They're actually trying to move around you. They're actually just trying to find ways to break your shield, to break your block, if you always like to have your guard up like I do. And like there, like just in that moment, even this on medium, in this gladiator fight, you just saw that 2 enemies attacked me at the same time and I couldn't block either of them, and all the while you still got the archers constantly firing arrows. It's not like he's waiting for everyone else to stop, then he's just going to fire some arrows. He's still firing arrows at me even though I'm engaged in a sword fight. Now imagine that on hard difficulty, when you've got some big bad motherfuckers but barreling down at you with like heavy fucking maces, just swinging them side to side. You've got archers over the distance just like rapidly firing arrows, and you're in the middle of a fortress, and then next thing you know someone lights a brazier, and then you've got reinforcements coming on top of you. That's a situation you just don't want to be in. But I'm enjoying the combat difficulty on hard. But there's also one other reason I returned to playing on hard difficulty. It was so I could just go through the story again, because, quick spoiler alert, there is no replay mission mechanic in Origins like there has been ever since Assassin's Creed. I guess you could say Assassin's Creed 1 did technically have the replay mission mechanic, but it was more like replay the entire memory sequence. No, but the replay mission mechanic has been in the game since Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. It was in Revelations 3, 4, Rogue, if you want to count Rogue as a main title entry. I personally don't. I count it more as, I consider it like Rogue One, a Star Wars story, but Assassin's Creed. It does connect the main story together, but anyway, that's another subject for another day. But basically, the replay mission mechanic has been quite a staple of Assassin's Creed games, but they've had to remove it from this game, and I understand why. So if you want to replay some some of your favourite moments in the story, if you have any, you're going to have to go through the whole game again. But allowing me to go through the whole game again allows me to properly get a new basis on the story, which is, and so far, what I've got to say about the Assassin's Creed Origins story, it can really rival Assassin's Creed 2. I think this whole game is one of the only Assassin's Creed games that can rival Assassin's Creed 2. When I complete Origins on hard, I will give a full review of this, breaking down my arguments, saying like, oh, why Assassin's Creed Origins is just as good, if not better, than Assassin's Creed 2 at points. But I'll also go into the whole subject of why every Assassin's Creed game is seemingly compared to, or is set up against Assassin's Creed 2 whenever you're doing like a how's this game in the franchise thing, why Assassin's Creed 2 has such a high watermark, whether it be for personal players or whether it be for critics. Anyways, those are all subjects for another video. I did say in my last proper recorded video that I was going to do some Wolfenstein 2 videos. I would have done this, but I ended up having to delete Wolfenstein 2 to reinstall GTA 5 to my PlayStation so that me and a friend could play online together. I'll see if there's any games I don't properly play to see if I can get Wolfenstein 2 back on, because that is a true challenge of an FPS game. I also want to go back and properly play and complete Doom, because Bethesda seems to make some epic first-person shooters. And I do want to see if I could do maybe a bit of a live stream about, based around the Gladiator fights, just like have a couple of hours set off where I either go on Twitch or go on PlayStation, the PlayStation version of Twitch, and just do some Gladiator fights. But anyways, that brings the end to this fight, and that brings the end of the video. Thanks for sticking around to the end, and I shall see you next time. And again, for all you motherfuckers out there, have a goddamn Merry Christmas. See ya.